Hello! I noticed that there are a lot of applicants in RareJob right now, and I haven't uploaded a practice lesson or a guide for the practice lesson. So I'd like to share with you how I passed my practice lesson to also help you guys in your RareJob journey. So this practice lesson will be a way for you to apply what you have learned from the NTOC in preparation for teaching courses. So this practice lesson will be like how we conduct our actual classes. So this is a very important part that we have to study. So this practice lesson will be booked after we finish the lesson room courses and of course after accomplishing the profile requirements. To book a schedule, you can just send a message to your Skype onboarding team and inform them that you have finished the lesson room courses. But of course, they will also have to check if you actually finished the courses in the RareJob website and if you accomplished the tutor profile. And after they have confirmed your NTOC and tutor profile, you will have to choose a schedule. They will also suggest a time for your availability. And by the way, if you want an immediate response from them, send your message on a weekday since they aren't available during the weekends. In my case, I sent my message on a Sunday, so they do not have any work on Sunday, so they were able to reply on a Tuesday. But the process was fast because I was also able to successfully secure my practice lesson schedule on the same day. After that, the onboarding team will send you the details for your practice lesson, including the lesson material. So RareJob will provide all the materials that we need to pass the practice lesson. All we have to do is to prepare. And aside from the message that the onboarding team will send you, you will also have a coach. So your coach will send you a message on the same day about the details for the practice lesson. This includes the guidelines, some points to remember, especially from the online courses, and in the format and giving the feedback, including the opening spiel until the closing spiel. So again, they will just give us everything and all we have to do is to study. On the day of the practice lesson, don't forget to be online at least 30 minutes before the lesson time. Also, please don't forget to send your speed test result in the same Skype group chat. So I also had to ask during my practice lesson where I will send the result for my speed test. So it turns out that we just send it in the same group chat. So during the practice lesson, there will be an orientation about how the session will go. So you don't have to worry about it. And if you have questions, you can also ask your coach about that. We have to be friendly since we're not teaching business students where we have to be quite serious. So we have to be friendly and don't forget to smile. Also, when you're already starting to conduct your 25-minute lesson, start to speak slowly first because we have to mirror our students' spacing. We have to listen first on their speaking pace and then we can follow that after. In the actual classes, some students speak slowly since they aren't very proficient in English yet. So it's important to listen first to their speaking level so that we can understand each other. Especially when you meet the student first, then you talk fast. You will think that the student understood everything that you said, but it turns out the student did not understand since you talk too fast. So it's very important to listen to the student's speaking pace first. Also, please avoid slangs like yeah, I don't know, because we are English tutors, we have to be an example to our students. So we can say yes, I'm sorry, I don't know, or I don't know. Complete your sentences always, otherwise it will lead to an incorrect grammar. For example, when you introduce yourself, hello, my name is, I am tutor, blah blah blah. So in that case, you committed a grammar error already. Okay, and for the practice lesson, expect to give corrections for each section of the feedback. So this is why I look up on possible words that the students might mispronounce or not understand, since they will also check our understanding on how we give corrections to our students. After the practice lesson, your coach will give you a feedback on your performance based on a given rubric, and she will also, or he will give you areas to improve on to help you in your teaching career in the future. I guess that's all, and now I will share with you how a regular RareJob lesson. These are the things that I say during the actual lesson, and this is what is expected during the practice lesson also. Hello, my name is Tutor. How do you want me to call you? Nice to meet you, student son. Since this is our first lesson together, do you want to have an introduction? Okay, I'll start first. Again, my name is, I live in, my hobbies are, and things like that, and other things that you want to share. So after that, you will ask the student to introduce himself. You can say, how about you, student son? Or, How about you, student Sun? Can you also share something about yourself? So after the student finishes introducing himself or herself, you can ask a follow-up question, and please don't ask a lot of follow-up questions. For example, the student says, I like to travel, I like to visit a lot of places. So you can ask follow-up questions based on the student's hobbies. Oh really? You like to travel? Where was the last place that you visited? And then after that, you have to confirm the lesson material. Thank you so much for introducing yourself, student Sun. It's nice to get to know you better. So for today, I can see here in your lesson request that you chose Jitsuyu Eikaiwa level, chapter, lesson, and the student will confirm. After that, you will have to read the goal. Okay, thank you. So our goal for today is, I can blah 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 blah. Is the lesson goal clear? And then you have to read the next part according to what is written to the guide on the right side of the page. And then there will be a follow-up question after that. So you will ask the student. Thank you for sharing that, student Sun. Now let's go to the next part. We have present. Please listen and repeat after me. During this part, some students might mispronounce some words or might misunderstand some of the words. So I advise that you look up on these words in advance, their definition and their pronunciation, and make a separate note for that. So just so you won't have to look up on it while you're having the lesson, and so you can give your explanations or corrections immediately. For example, teacher, what is something something, the word that the student misunderstood. So you will say, oh, okay, no problem. Let me share that with you. I will send it here in your chat box. Can you see it? Okay, so blah blah means blah 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 blah. And then you will have to also give an example sentence after that. So after that, you have explained that to the student. You have to ask your student if he or she understood the word. You will say, is that clear? Okay, that's great. Now let's go to the next part. Okay, student Sun, thank you for reading that. But before we go to the next part, let's review first your pronunciation for this word. I sent it here in your chat box. We have the R sound. Can we try that? R. Okay, great job. Now let's read the whole word. Room. Room. Okay, thank you so much. Is everything clear? Great. Now let's go to the next part. Okay, thank you, student Sun. Earlier, I noticed that you said, I go to the park yesterday. But the correct way is to use, I went to the park yesterday, since it happened in the past. Is that clear? Can you please read the correct way? So we also have to give an explanation why we have that correction for the student, and also we sent this in the student's chat box. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye-bye.